Is that given the last page?
No worries.
Okay. Do we have quorum? Do we have? I've got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. And Chris as well. I will go ahead and get us started. Okay. All right, Erin, are we live?
I believe so.
Beautiful. All right. Welcome to the Housing Commission conference. Distancing in this federal, state, and local emergency. I will call the meeting to order at 6:33 p.m. and would like to introduce staff and Housing Commission members present. My name is Lauren Bigelow. We also have here with us Commissioner Adriana Walker, Commissioner Jacqueline Campos, Commissioner John Pimentel, Commissioner Nevada Merriman, and joining us from city staff,
Did we lose Lauren?
sorry, y'all, but where did I leave you?
Joining us, city staff.
Whoo, it's good to have backups to backups. Okay, so we called the meeting to order at 6:33, and myself, Lauren Bigelow, also present are Commissioners Jacqueline Campos, Adriana Walker, Nevada Merriman, and John Pimentel. Present from Menlo Park staff, our interim housing manager, Erin Romero, and Associate Planner Chris Turner. I apologize if I repeated anything. And Erin, did you already provide instructions as to how the members of the public? Fantastic. If you could tell members of the public how the meeting will proceed, that would be lovely.
Thank you, Chair Bigelow and members of the Housing Commission. Welcome everyone to the September 7th of the meeting of the Housing Commission. At this time, we ask that members of the Housing Commission please remain on screen for the duration of the meeting. You will control your own webcams and microphones. Staff will engage cameras and microphones to make presentations and respond to the members of the Housing Commission. For members of the public who are in attendance and wish to provide public comment, after the chair calls for the public comment on the item you wish to speak on, please engage the raised hand feature, or via telephone, press *9 to raise your hand to speak. I will then have the ability to open your microphone and you can provide your public comment to the Housing Commission. That concludes the instructions and I return the meeting to the chair. Thank you.
Okay, under public comment, the public may address the Housing Commission on any subject not listed on the agenda. Each speaker may address the Housing Commission once under public comment for a limit of 3 minutes. Please clearly state your name and address or political jurisdiction in which you live. The Housing Commission cannot act on items not listed on the agenda, and therefore the Housing Commission cannot respond to non-agenda issues brought up under public comment other than to provide general information. Erin, do we have any public comment?
I don't see anybody raising their hands. No, we don't.
Okay. Well, hearing none, I'm going to say we can move on to regular business. And under regular business, the Housing Commission receives informational presentations in addition to considering policy matters and administrative actions. Are there any clarifying questions from the Housing Commission on item D1, which is approving the minutes from the Housing Commission regular meeting on August 3rd, 2022, before taking public comment on the item? Commissioners? Got it. Hearing none. Erin, do we have any public comment on last meeting's minutes?
I don't see anybody with a raised hand.
Beautiful. We will keep on trucking then. Okay. The item is now open for Housing Commission discussion. Do I have any discussion that needs to happen at this point regarding August minutes? Hearing none, do I have a motion?
Move approval of the minutes.
Thank you, Commissioner Pimentel. Okay, I didn't see who seconded. Thank you, Commissioner Walker. Appreciate the expeditiousness. All right. So, Erin, can we do a roll call vote for approval of the August minutes?
Okay. Commissioner Campos?
Aye.
Commissioner Leach, absent. Commissioner Merriman?
I'd like to abstain if you are able to still, if I can, I wasn't there.
Vice Chair 1, absent. Commissioner Pimentel?
Aye.
Commissioner Walker?
Aye.
And Chair Bigelow.
Aye.
So motion passes.
Lovely. Thank you much. Okay, so on to agenda item D2, which was a recommendation of approval to the Planning Commission for payment of the below market or BMR in lieu fee for the proposed change of land use from warehouse to research and development, or R&D, of an existing building at 1190 O'Brien Drive. Associate Planner Chris Turner will introduce the item.
Yes, thank you, Chair Bigelow. I'll keep my statements brief, but just a little background on the property and the project for you. So this is an existing commercial structure in the life science district. The building is approximately 15,000 square feet, a little bit over, and was previously occupied by a light industrial tenant, which is a Group B use. The applicant has submitted building permit plans for tenant improvements that would accommodate new life science tenants, changing the use from Group B to Group A. Changes of use from the Group B to Group A in buildings over 10,000 square feet in area are subject to the provisions of the BMR ordinance. The BMR guidelines allow for payment of in lieu fees when on-site BMR units are not feasible. In this case, since the LS district does not allow for residential uses, and the applicant doesn't own any residentially zoned properties in Menlo Park, staff believes the payment of the in lieu fee is appropriate for this project. And with that, I will take any questions.
Housing commissioners, do we have any clarifying questions before we take public comment regarding in lieu payment? Or just changes from warehouse to research and development? Or O'Brien Drive in general? Any of the above? I am hearing a whole lot of nothing, and I am going to say that that's because of the heat and not because people are uninterested. And say that we should then move on to public comment on the item. So Aaron, if you could call for public comment on agenda item D2, I would appreciate it.
For members of the public who are in attendance and wish to provide public comment, please engage the raised hand feature. I will then have the ability to open your microphone and you can provide your public comment to the Housing Commission. I don't see anyone with their hands raised, so.
Okay. My thanks to members of the public who have shown up just to listen. Appreciate y'all. And this item is now open for Housing Commission discussion. Does anybody have any thoughts about the in lieu fee or anything like that?
I have a question. Does the applicant believe that this is a fair application of the in lieu fee, and are they supportive of the staff recommendation?
Commissioner Pimentel, thank you for the question. This is John Tarleton. I apologize. I don't have specific knowledge of the staff recommendation. I was asked to pinch hit here for our team on this meeting. In general, we are supportive of the idea of paying BMR in lieu fee to the City of Menlo Park's housing fund. As staff indicated, the Life Science District was not deemed to be an appropriate location for housing as part of the establishment of the district. So the in lieu fee seems the appropriate path.
Thank you.
Okay, just for clarification, so we're all on the same page here. Our agenda has the staff report recommending that the Housing Commission recommend approval to the Planning Commission for payment of the below market rate or BMR in lieu fee for the proposed change of land use from warehouse to research and development or R&D of an existing building at 1190 O'Brien Drive. And the BMR in lieu fee option that is quoted in the agenda report is $146,638.80.
I move to approve the staff recommendation.
Holy geez, are we gonna have the quickest Housing Commission meeting in the history of Housing Commission meetings? That would be exciting. Do we have a second for Commissioner Pimentel? Lovely. Second from Commissioner Merriman. All right, Aaron, if we could then go to a roll call vote, unless there is further discussion that needs to be happening about this.
Okay. Commissioner Campos?
Hearing none.
Aye.
Commissioner Leach absent. Commissioner Merriman,
Yes.
Vice Chair Wen, absent. Commissioner Pimentel,
Aye.
Commissioner Walker,
Aye.
Chair Bigelow,
Aye.
motion passes.
Well, alrighty then. That was quick and painless. Thank y'all. Okay, so at this point, let's see, what do we have left to do? Motion passes. So next, let's truck on to agenda items E, reports and announcements, the ad hoc subcommittee reports. And at this point in time, we don't have any ad hoc subcommittee reports from the work plan subcommittee. So we can go then on to individual commissioner updates. Do we have any individual commissioner updates?
I would bring to the attention of this commission that there are at least 2 local or regional housing conferences that are happening this fall. They happen around the late September, early October timeframe every year. So a regional advocacy group, the Nonprofit Housing Association of Northern California, will host theirs on October 3rd in San Francisco. And then San Mateo County's advocacy group, Housing Leadership Council, will host theirs. Just had the date. I think it's the 21st of October. Yeah, Friday the 21st. It is typical for housing staff at the city to help facilitate your attendance if you're interested in going. So maybe Ms. Romero, you can help any commissioners get connected with that information. I'll send it to you directly after this meeting. But there's always good conversations to be had and a good mix of private sector, public sector folks. So I would invite you to take advantage of that.
And I will say that the Nonprofit Housing Association of Northern California, NPH, their conference unfortunately is at capacity right now. They have sold out. So if you have snazzy connections, you might be able to get to go. It's very informative. The Housing Leadership Council of San Mateo County is wonderful and very informative as well. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Commissioner Merriman. Commissioner Pimentel.
This is, I guess, a question of order and custom. Does the Housing Commission ever take positions on local measures within the city of Menlo Park, such as Measure V? And if so, can I propose that we have staff analyze Measure V and propose an action for our board, for our commission to take a position for or against Measure V?
I can think of only one time that we've done it. With that being said, being a commission that is interested in the production of affordable housing, I could certainly see our interest in the exploration therein. Interim Housing Manager Aaron Romero, how do you feel about that?
I think we'll have to check with our city attorney if we can.
That seems fair and just. Okay, Commissioner Pimentel, how do you feel about?
Thank you, that'd be
checking?
great.
Perfect.
I
Okay.
may add that I took a previous measure to the commission for discussion, and we had a discussion that then was, and this was for measure Proposition 15 a couple years ago. So Ms. Romero, it often is that we can at a minimum have a discussion, and then the question for the attorney has to do with whether or not we're able to make a recommendation and where that might go. So I think at a minimum we could, I would lend my support for having a discussion about it. And if we could do more, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Wonderful. It at least sounds like we have support for a discussion. And I think that that is great. Do we have any other individual commissioner updates? Commissioner Campos, Commissioner Walker, what's up?
What are we permitted to bring, as far as updates and for clarity?
Aaron, I'm going to turn to you for the particulars. I generally think of things of interest or related tangentially to the community or affordable housing in general. But that's what I see. For the nitty gritty, sorry, Aaron, I'm going to go to you again.
I think things that may be of interest to the general public regarding housing, but I agree with Lauren on the topics that we can bring.
Okay, because I've had people, as far as last Thursday, bring to me, they were attempting to pay their rent through the portal, and the portal is charging $90 to pay their rent, and they're on BMR. And they're like, hey, is this extortion? What is, like, why is it so much to pay the rent? So I just wanted to bring that. I just wanted to make sure I was within my, rights to say that. I don't want to misspeak as far as being on the commission. So that was something, a concern of some tenants here.
If you want to,
Go ahead.
if you want to send me an email about it, it's hard to know which we're talking about. So we're happy to look into it.
And it sounds like, fodder for future conversation regarding how the below market rate program works, because if they're asking to be charged another $100 to pay rent, that doesn't seem quite right. And yes, please follow up with Aaron about which specific property, which specific portal, and we can plumb the depths of what's going on there. Okay. Jackie, do you have anything? Not that I'm calling you out. I just heard from everybody else, so.
Not at the
Okay,
moment, but
cool.
thank you.
Of course. All right. So then moving on to agenda item E3, recommendation of future agenda items. Do we at this point have any recommendations for future agenda items? I'm hearing discussion of a measure. I'm hearing conversation regarding what
I propose to put on a future agenda, Chair Bigelow, and hopefully the next agenda, so that it's timely enough to be useful to the voters of Menlo Park, a discussion of Measure V, pros and cons and implications, and if appropriate, an action or recommendation from this body to the voters of Menlo Park.
Lovely. And I think that will fall in alignment with when ballots are mailed out as well, so that hopefully can be helpful to conversations. Commissioner Merriman, I see your hand.
We have long discussed the conversation of, for the very action that we just took earlier this evening, what the fees are going to be, our fee structure going forward. And before we have a whole spate of the exact same transaction that we just approved earlier today, I'd like to have an understanding of kind of the amount of R&D and other types of square footages that would be looking to use the existing fee structure, and whether or not we think that is still the right one. It's been quite a number of years since it's been revisited, and I believe there's
Appropriate, right. And I know that it's certainly been on our work plan as well. So hearing an update about what the in lieu fees are and what the work plan is regarding bringing back a request for proposal for a study of those fees, I think would be really helpful as well. So, are there any other topics of interest to the commission at this point for future agenda items? Okay, hearing and seeing none, I'm going to move on then to item E4, which are staff updates and announcements. Erin will provide staff updates and announcements at this point in time if you have any.
I don't have any. Thank you.
That's an announcement in of itself, so it works for me. Okay, perfect. Well, then I think at this point we can have a record housing commission meeting.
May I move to adjourn?
Oh, Commissioner Pimentel, I see you.
Moving to adjourn.
Absolutely, that was, there we go. We can adjourn at 6:58 p.m. Beautiful. Thanks all. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.